Hello, if you know me very well, um, I hate doing things without a script. I like to have things written out. But today is a little bit different. I was online, and I think it's backwards. Y'all can't see it, so I don't think it's really going to help. But anyway, um, I was looking at CBR, and they're saying Jonathan Majors gets more bad news following MCU firing, and what they're talking about is the movie Magazine Dreams. They're talking about that, and they're saying that more than likely it won't come out. Well, I don't make those decisions. That'd be a very difficult decision to make. That's really between Searchlight and Disney. Um, but I feel Jonathan Majors, in my personal opinion, has been railroaded. Um, I think it's a case of um, poor reasoning in the justice field. I see a lot of that, and it's really sad. But I don't think that someone else's performance of lack of justice or the absence of justice should determine his fate. I hope he gets his appeal. I hope they follow through. The appeal would, to me, say that the wheels of justice are slowly turning. And I hope once the appeal is done, this man can go on and excel in his field. This is backwards again, but I'll show you. I made a petition. uh, Petition for Netflix to obtain and stream the movie Magazine Dreams. I'm going to have the link below. Um, it would be really nice if you all could go ahead and sign the petition. You don't have to pay for this. There's no, anybody trying to pull the okey doke on you, the banana in the tailpipe. You don't have to pay. If you feel like paying, you can. If you don't, keep your money in your pocket. Go to Red Lobster and go see a movie. But the signature is what really counts in this. Um, this whole thing to me is a nothing burger. Um, there's some woman in Mississippi, or there's some woman in Georgia or Florida whose boyfriend or husband has beat the brakes off of her, and her face is full of blood, and she's somewhere hiding in the bathroom with her cell phone calling the cops. Okay, that's a real situation. But to me, what I see a situation where we have a person who has substance abuse issues, and she wanted to lash out, and I see um, a justice system that says, "Oh, who is it?" And they wanted to make an example out of someone. Now, that's how I feel. I'm entitled to feel the way I want to feel. So don't come at me. Don't come at me. I didn't tell you nothing about I'm supposed to be doing this and I'm supposed to be doing that. I have a right to my feelings. But that's not the only petition online. There's also a petition online. I know this is backwards, but maybe I can straighten it out by the time you see it. To reinstate Jonathan Majors as Kang. There's a lot of talk that let me get it right, Mr. Coleman Domingo needs to replace Mr. Jonathan Majors. And Coleman Domingo, to me, is a very good actor. But I think Coleman Domingo would be a wonderful G.W. Bridge. I think Coleman Domingo would be a wonderful Terrax. If he wanted to do a villain, I would love to see him play that particular role. I think that would be really nice. But to me, looking at Major's performance in Ant-Man and the Wasp, which did have, in my opinion, a close to raggedy ending. The post-credit screen was everything, but the resolution, and I'm not trying to spoil it for you, was a bit anticlimactic. Wasn't really impressed with it because, to be honest, I've never really bought an Ant-Man movie ticket in the past. And if you know me, you know I do MCU. But the only reason why I bought an Ant-Man movie ticket, because I knew Jonathan Majors was in the film. And I said, okay, this is going to be taken to a completely different level. And he did. He completely performed in that film. Now, was the ending not good? I get that. They could have had a better ending, in my opinion. But the post-credit scenes were phenomenal. And he did a wonderful job playing Victor Timely, and a stutterer also. But he did a wonderful job with Victor Timely. And right now, you want to see more if you follow the MCU based on Jonathan Majors' performance. I don't think Jonathan Majors is Jesus, but I think he's a human being. And another person I'm tired of seeing people drag through the mud like Jonathan Majors is Megan Good. Please leave that lady alone. Him and her are together for a reason. I saw the ABC News interview. You didn't see that look she gave. You didn't see that look she gave. She was completely fixated on him. She was looking like, if this interview go left, I'm coming up in here and we're going to shut all these cameras down. For her to have that look, there is something there. And believe it or not, Jonathan Majors is not the first black man on earth to date a white woman and then date a black woman. Believe it or not, it happens every day. And in my opinion, I think bruh got the upgrade. I think he did very well with Miss Good. I think she enhances him. I really do. There are pictures of them online together. I mean, people act like, you got to be a member of the FBI to see these pictures. There are pictures of them online. Because when I heard all of this, I was like, let me see myself. I'm that kind of person. I got to see everything myself. I don't go by he say, she say, and all that stuff, and Joe Blow and Katie Snow. I don't go by all that. I have to see it myself. I have to hear it myself. And I looked into it, and I'm like, why is this a problem? Why is this an issue? This is a nothing burger. Two people in love. He had a toxic relationship. He's done with that. He found a better woman. He found a lady. And I'm also really sick of this whole Coretta Scott King thing. If he wants to have a certain standard that he wants to go by, if he wants to aspire and be a man like Martin Luther King, if that's what he wants to do and he wants a woman on that level, by all means, do so. Because, I think a lot of people are looking at this whole court verdict situation. To me, when I look at that court verdict, their attitude was, we're going to give him something. We're going to give him something. We can't figure out what to give him, but we're going to give him something. The man had apparently paid his dues in Hollywood, and we're going to give him something. I don't think he's a person raging and acting crazy. I really think what you saw in the interview is really Jonathan Majors. Go back and watch the interview again. Look at Megan Good again. Another thing I want to say. Oh, recast T'Challa. Recast T'Challa. Recast T'Challa. Aldous Hodge has expressed interest in playing the role of T'Challa. Recast T'Challa. And I gotta say some about this. Say some of this. I think it's wonderful because while y'all focus on Megan Good and the Coretta Scott King reference, while y'all focusing on all that mess, here's one thing I didn't really appreciate. Black people, when did we, with open arms, receive white criticism and white decision making for black actors. When did we do that? Because, like I said, I did Coleman Domingo. I would get Coleman Domingo's autograph today if you want to give it to me. I don't know. But, I'm ranting. I'm ranting. I know I am. But hey, I do that. It comes with the territory. But with this whole thing, it's like, okay, we have selected Coleman Domingo for Kane. And as far as the black people, this is what you get. I didn't really like how that looked. Because, we got one. Here you go. I really didn't like that. And there may be some black people who are petitioning for Coleman Domingo to be Kane. You can do whatever you want to do. But these two eyes, or they used to say in the 50s, 4 eyes, can clearly see. I don't like how somebody is just pulling someone up and just saying, oh, here you go. This is what you need. I really didn't like that whole push. We need to go ahead and get a replacement. And it's going to be him. But you have Aldous Hodge, who has sat up in here and went out for the role of T'Challa. Didn't get it, and has shown expressing interest. And T'Challa is basically a role that is a role model for young black boys to aspire to. Start them off with T'Challa. When they grow up, have them to aspire to Martin Luther King. Kind of like Jonathan Majors. See how that all went together like that? Kind of like that. You have people, fictional, non-fictional, that you admire and you aspire to be like. That makes you a person who wants to grow and succeed. And if you're saying that he shouldn't feel that way based upon a verdict or so, if y'all have a problem with that court case, they need to get that whole court case and run it in the state of California. Get the whole court case and run it in the state of California. And take in all of the evidence. I want to see what happens. But I'm getting off my subject. I'm just ranting because I'm just really tired of this whole Coretta Scott King, all this stuff. If the man wants a lady who's on the level of Coretta Scott King or Michelle Obama, and Michelle Obama, I love you because you had to go through bloody hell when President Obama was in the White House. You are grace under pressure because people disrespected you and you carried yourself every day on a presidential level, and you carried yourself like a true lady, like a true black lady in America, and you represented black women extremely well. And I got to give you props on that. I have to give you props on that. I also have to give Megan Good props because I have not seen, media-wise, I've seen in the real world, I've seen it, but I've not seen media-wise a black woman stand by her man in such chaos as I have seen her do. I have not seen that. And some black women are going to get mad when I say this. That's a rare trait. I don't care if I piss somebody off or not. I'm Tim, baby. I piss people off every day. But please go to this petition I have. I piss people off and ask them to do a favor. But I'm serious. Go to, you can tell this is live for me. The petition, reinstate Jonathan Majors as Kang, the Conqueror in Marvel Studios. On petition.org. Go to my petition, petition for Netflix to obtain and stream the movie Magazine Dreams. If Disney Hulu chooses not to release it, that's their choice, but let's hope that Netflix could pick it up. I would really, if I had a magic wand, I would really want this movie to come out soon, probably near the end of January. From what I was told, Majors does such a great performance. They felt like it was worthy of an Oscar buzz. See how I tied that in, Oscar buzz? And it just flows to me. That's the universe. But they're saying Majors' performance is that of an Oscar-worthy nomination. And, if somebody puts in the work, they should get paid. What's wrong with that? Even though we do live in a country where you don't consider people for work. Now I'm getting personal. But my point to you is this. Now I'm getting personal. But back to Jonathan Majors. Apparently, he went all out in this performance on Magazine Dreams. Apparently, he showed and proved. And he did what he had to do. I want to see, where he went to and what range and what scope he went to in the dimension of acting. I want to see. And a lot of people say, you're Christian, you do this stuff in church. But I appreciate the arts. I appreciate the arts. And I appreciate Black people in the arts. I appreciate that. I appreciate to see my people excel in the arts. I'm glad Angela Bassett got her Oscar. But the truth is, Hollywood, you should have given Angela Bassett an Oscar a long time ago. Like you should have given Denzel Washington an Oscar for Malcolm X. I saw that like everybody else saw that. In Hollywood, you need to recast T'Challa. You do. No shade at the actress at I can't believe I can't really think of her name right now. The actress who played Shuri, she did a wonderful job of showing Shuri going from a girl to a woman to a warrior. She did a wonderful job in Wakanda Forever. I'm not going to hate that movie. And people think I hate Ryan Coogler. I think Ryan Coogler is dynamic. Letitia Wright. I think she did a wonderful job. But I want what I saw in the comics. Because in the comics, you had T'Challa and Shuri together. And she wasn't some, I can't put my suit on and I don't know how to do this and I'm going to break a nail. No, she was Black Panther like he was Black Panther. And I'm not going to spoil it, but there's more to Shuri than you think there is. And I'm not going to spoil that for you. The comic book readers know what I'm talking about, but I'm going to be quiet about that. I'm not going to spoil anything over there at Disney. I'm going to be respectful. But I had a lot to get off my chest. I had a day off, so I could. But which I actually never really have a day off. But and I'm not gonna go into that. But no, Hollywood recast T'Challa with Aldous Hodge. Give Nate Parker another chance. His name need to come back up. He has a lot to offer. There are some hidden gems that still needs to be uncovered when it comes to Black actors and actresses, or Black actresses, that really need to surface. They have a lot of art to give society. But right now I have to focus on the whole Jonathan Majors junk, because that's what it is. It's a bunch of junk. It's a bunch of mess. I feel it's counterfeit. I feel like it's phony. I feel like it's fake. I'm here to talk about that issue. There's not much that can be done, but on our end, and we just have to pray that he gets the justice he deserves, because he needs to be a free man. From what I've seen, and I've looked at the timestamps. Have you? I think it's Ms. Marco Polo, at Ms. Marco Polo on Twitter. Kat, please go to her site. Please go to her site on YouTube. Good Take, Bad Take on YouTube with Kat. Go look at the timestamps. Go look at her timestamps. Then, get back with me. Get back with me on that. If something happens to me, you get Kat to cover it. Now that's how confident I am in her. And Blabette, I can't, I was laughing last night, Blabette. You thought I was laughing at the people coming forward and having no problem with Jonathan Majors on Twitter. Now, I wasn't laughing at them. I'm laughing at the sheer insanity that they want to make this man into um, the wolf man. They want to make him into some wild creature, and and they're doing that because he's a black, masculine, athletic, intelligent, heterosexual male. You're supposed to be who you are. There's enough room at this table for everybody. But we should not just dump someone who is black and masculine. We should not just, oh, okay, we're done with you. We got some other stuff. Everybody should have their turn, and everybody should have their chair at the table. And I'm seeing a lot of toxic femininity. I've always known there were chauvinists out here. My mother always told me the average man hates a smart woman. My mom always told me that. And my mother should have been a feminist. And feminism is a good thing. Feminism is a good thing. But toxic femininity is not. And it can exist in any woman, straight, gay, black, white. It can exist. Hell, sometimes I think I've seen some men who are toxic feminists. I've been seeing that a lot, especially with some of these guys on YouTube. I'm like, you're going real hard on majors. Is there something going on? You going it real hard. Hey, I like them, but there's something going on in your imagination, dude. Because you have some severe issues. That's a little bit more than haterade. But I'm tired of looking at black men going to prison or to jail for nothing, and the United States taxpayer has to pay for foolishness. Like the situation in North Carolina where the guy had been locked up since 1976. Who paid for that? You did. You did. It's time to. This whole system needs to be reevaluated. It's foolishness. And that's the only weird blessing I can see coming out of this Jonathan Majors situation. The man has been dragged into hell. He came back out. And now you got people wanting him to be crucified. And I'm like, you should have something better to do than to sit up here and pull somebody down. You should have something better to do with your time in your life. As my mom would say, go read a book. Buy a dog. Buy a dog. Walk the dog. Do something like that. Read a comic. Read lit. Read some literature. Do something more than sit here and dog somebody out. But I see an attack on the masculine image, and that's not good. We work better together. Masculine and feminine, non-binary, people don't like me to say this, non-binary, fluid, trans, we work better together. I have a belief system, and my belief system is you can't make people disappear. You cannot make people disappear. We're all equals. That's how I see it. But I'm ranting. I'm going all off script because I really just didn't feel like typing stuff up. I got a day off. I'm happy about that. But I just saw some stuff on Comic Book News, and it was some other site I saw. They're talking about, Magazine Dreams may not have a home, and Jonathan Majors gets more bad news. They were saying that in the middle of last year. That's all. Come to me with some truth. Come to me with some facts. I'm a gossip buster. Okay? I mean, hey, I'm a gossip buster. Come with me with some facts. You just putting out hit pieces. So you're trying to do that mind control. Let me do it like this. Hold on. You're trying to do that mind control, the optical illusion. You're trying to do that. Stop doing that, please. Just do honest reporting. I mean, you could hate the guy, if you want to, but stop trying to steer things. I doubted Mr. Majors when I heard these the allegations that came out in the beginning. And then my attitude was, bro, look like he just sits at home and read books. I don't see where this is coming from. And I decided, I said, let me look into this. Because nowadays, as Stan Lee said one time in an interview, we live in an age where if 3 or 4 people say something's true, it's got to be true. And that's malarkey. So, do your research on things. Find out why people are supporting things. I'm supporting this because I've seen so many black men get dragged through the mud because somebody said something and their word was gospel, when most time their word was ego. I'm sick of it. I'm just sick of it. So that's the main reason why I'm here. There's another reason, and I'm not going to do that because it involves someone who's very, very close to me who died. I'm not going to get into that right now. It's not going to be that deep today. But I've held you for, going on 26 minutes. I've held you that long. But I had a lot I just wanted to get off my chest. I'm tired of this media design where we can go ahead and we can make this one and that one disappear. In my opinion, maybe some things need to be rethought. Maybe some things need to be reissued. Maybe some things need to be redone. Because there's something going on with this system in media, in entertainment, and entertainment is supposed to be entertainment. You're supposed to have that skill that that craft you've been committed to in the arts, be it writing, directing, producing, acting, singing. It's supposed to be something you have been committed to, and then you have excelled in it, and then you want to show your talent, or you want to show your art. That's what we're supposed to be getting in entertainment. But this whole 8th grade logic, such and such got the cooties and all that stuff. See, I'm not here for that. You shouldn't be here for that. Now, am I saying that we should excuse people's bad behavior? Didn't say that either. I didn't say that. But my goodness, we don't have to put people on crosses and crucify them as if we are so pure. That's not how it works. I wish this man well. I wish we could see more actors who have been silenced. I wish we could see more performers who have been silenced. And I ask of you sometime today, go on the petition, the Netflix obtaining magazine dreams petition. You don't have to pay. You can leave a signature for free. And maybe Netflix will say, maybe we need to get on that. I hope that be the case. Or maybe Disney may say, you know what? On second thought, we'll keep it. But the art should be expressed. And I would love for this film to debut, soon. Oscars are coming. I'm not sure if it would, but I would like for it to showcase. That's what I would like to happen with this petition. But I've taken up so much of your time. I've gone here, I've gone there, I've gone there, I've gone there. I have somebody who's really close to me who calls me Pastor Longwind. Maybe you can use that, Pastor Longwind. But I know I took you around the world in a day, and all that stuff. I pulled a Prince on you and took you around the world in a day, but I'm going to pull a Prince NPG on you and say, what are we if we're not together? So please drop on by the petition, sign your name. Be safe and love all your tribes. Be safe, y'all.